Welcome to the official YouTube channel for the Colin Cowherd podcast. Go on, hit that subscribe button if you're new so you don't miss any of our great football content this season. No. All right. Buffalo beats the Buccaneers 44-32. Wildly entertaining game. I got so many notes here. I'll try to keep it simple. I mean, Josh Allen, 3 passing touchdowns, 3 running touchdowns. Despite the interceptions, Josh Allen to me is the best football player in the world. I think he's the best football player. He's maybe one of the 5 best football players I've ever seen. It's just insane. I still don't love their receiving core, but it's just amazing how he can just kind of make everything work. James Cook is obviously a tremendous player. He had a touchdown out of the backfield today. I thought Baker played pretty well. Baker ran a lot today because I think Baker had to. I don't know. Sean Tucker. I mean, God, where do they find these running backs in Tampa?
I didn't even know
Jesus.
who that was. I had to Google him. He's from Syracuse. I mean, I was like, who is this guy?
He looked like he honestly looked like an outside linebacker. He was just a
Looked
yoked dude.
Yeah.
But I guess my takeaway on this, the Bills 8 yards per. Kind of my takeaway on this is, and I've had 2 executives tell me this. Buffalo doesn't have the roster people think. They have Josh Allen. They have 2 or 3 really good players. But, I mean, you look at Denver's roster. You look at Philly's roster. You look at the Rams roster, Seattle. You got dudes. You look at Buffalo's roster, and it was one of my favorite picks today because I thought, and I felt kind of lucky that Buffalo pulled away late. But let me just ask you, do you think the Bills have I don't think it's as good as the Ravens. Do you think the Bills have a top 10 roster? Football season's here, and if you want to go to an NFL or college football game, GameTime is the place for you. The GameTime app just gives you the advantage back to you, the fans. It's a hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. I love it. Easy to use. The GameTime guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. 100%. So they even let you preview your seat on the app. That's special. Plus fees are always included. So what you see is what you pay every time. Take the guesswork out of buying professional football tickets with GameTime. Just download the GameTime app, create an account. If you use the code Colin, COLIN, $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply again. Create an account, redeem code COLIN, $20 off, swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the GameTime app today.
No. Today, I mean, they have one guy who is a transcendent all-time player. My wife had her baby shower back in the Bay Area, so for the last 48 hours, I spent a lot of time on the couch watching sports. And on Friday night, I watched Steph Curry for like the second time in 3 nights score. He scored 100 points in 2 games. And it's not – he is the Golden State Warriors franchise. He is the franchise, kind of like what Michael Jordan was to the franchise. Josh Allen is the Bills franchise. This team was a joke for 20 years. You watch him today, like – is Patrick Mahomes has elevated the franchise, but I was watching. They were winning 10, 11, 12 games every year with Alex Smith, right? Andy Reid's average probably, I think, like 11 wins is for 20 years before he met Patrick Mahomes. If Patrick Mahomes disappeared tomorrow, they would not be as good, but Andy Reid would be fine. They'd find another quarterback, they keep winning. If Josh Allen disappeared tomorrow, the Bills would become the Jets or the Dolphins like that. I don't care how rich their ownership is, because that's what they were before. Just like when Steph Curry retires, the Warriors are the Kings with a more rich owner. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, he's that
more game night revenue. Yeah.
I mean, with higher ticket prices. So you watch Josh Allen today, it's like he's an unstoppable force. Like listen, Lamar is a fantastic player. I've watched the Ravens most of my life be really good. Right now, he elevates them. But if Lamar disappeared tomorrow, I think the Ravens in a couple years would figure it out and they'd be good again.
Yeah.
They're a well-run operation.
Well, hell, they beat the Bears with Tyler Huntley.
Yeah.
And they looked great. They played a clean, efficient football game and beat Chicago soundly.
And I'm not trying to diminish any of these people. I'm just trying to say I think people are quick to forget what a joke the Bills were. I mean, part of what everyone made fun of Belichick and Brady is like, well, they get the Jets, the Bills, and the Dolphins 6 times a year. Because those franchises were so bad. And he comes, and you're watching him today, it's you know, Lamar early on was so athletic. People couldn't touch him. He feels like he's a little slower now. Maybe it's just a little age, a little wear and tear. Josh's physicality is like you're getting the best of the Herberts, the Burrows, and the Mahomes throwing, but then you get this Cam Newton like runner. It's like what are you
Yeah.
what are you supposed to do here? You can't fit. So do you watch them today? You go, it is because I thought for a split second I'm like, they lose this game, they're in major trouble. This
Oh,
thing
hey,
could
second
probably
half, because
unravel fast.
Tampa was scoring so quickly.
I also think, Keon Coleman, Schefter reported today, he was inactive and he was there, high pick couple. He missed a meeting on Friday. Well, I,
Jesus.
I, I think if you tell me the Bills are 8-1 coming into this, is he inactive or does like Sean McDermott just sit him down, gets a talk, and no one really hears about it? But when you've been losing, you kind of got to show the team like we're not tolerating this. We've been losing, and I got to set the tone here with the rest of my organization. So when I saw that, I was like, this is kind of on tilt a little bit for the Bills, especially with the way the Patriots look and how easy their schedule. Today was huge. If they lose this game, I still think they'd make the playoffs because they got some winnable games. But
No, I said
it does
Friday,
feel like the
John.
McDermott era would be hanging by a string.
I said Friday on the show, I said one of my favorite picks is Buffalo. If they lose, that's my lead Monday. Like, uh-oh. Like there's tipping points on all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
It could be Mark Jackson getting replaced by Steve Kerr. It could be, Andy Reid losing a job. They're tipping point games. And this was one of them. You don't lose at home. Again, I just when I watched Buffalo play today, Tampa scored too easily. The fact that Sean Tucker come in and just run over players.
I think he had 3 touchdowns today. He had a couple passing or two
Yeah,
rushing and
he
one
was a
passing.
monster. Like there's a reason people don't draft running backs high generally because there's so many players you can find in the fourth or fifth round. But I just watched Buffalo today, and it's not really the Bills. It's just Josh Allen. He's the best football player.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, I always thought Elway, because Elway got drafted, I think, by the Yankees. Elway could have been a baseball pitcher. He could have been a football player. I always thought like Elway was like that's just about as good as you're going to get. Josh Allen's bigger, stronger, faster, everything plus. He's like Big Ben, but just better at everything than Big Ben.
Yeah, but no, I'd agree.
Okay, Baltimore 22, Cleveland 16. I took Cleveland plus 8.5. I thought the line was screwy. Baltimore, Cleveland at home. And I will say this, John. I firmly believe this that if Cleveland had a big time top 10 quarterback, they would be a Super Bowl team, a Super Bowl bubble team. I think their defense is Miles Garrett's unblockable. What did he have?
Yeah.
4 sacks again. He's going to have 28 sacks. He's unblockable. Devin Bush pick six. They look a little like Seattle defensively. It's like they're playing with 12 to 13 guys. And at home, the weather's cold. I think they've got, I mean, they led 16, was it 3, 16, 10. They were
16-10
controlling.
for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were pushing Baltimore around. And it was Baltimore's third straight road game, so that's one of the reasons I like Cleveland. Then Dylan Gabriel, who really is stabilized the offense. They're not great, but he stabilized it. He leaves, Shedeur comes in, and Shedeur looks a little over his skis the first drive or two. He's a little lost. And then he puts him in a position where he's driving to win. He makes a couple of nice throws, a couple of nice plays. He was fine. It was kind of fun to watch. But my takeaway is Baltimore third straight. Now they go home, I think, for 3 straight home games. So this was bound to be an ugly game. What did you make? Let's just talk Shedeur. What did you make of what you saw?
Well, the thing is, the Browns' offensive line is horrendous. I mean, it's really, really bad. Now, luckily, Shador is used to that because he played the last couple of years at Colorado where he was running for his
Right.
life. I have a hard time judging a rookie coming in the middle of
Yeah.
a game against the Ravens. Made a couple
Yeah.
nice passes, also had a pick, took a couple sacks. I mean, they're bringing guys. It's hard for me to even like. It wasn't great if you just do the
Yeah.
totality of it. But how many guys would have excelled in that situation? The Ravens also, I mean, they have to win this game with the Steelers winning. Their
Yeah.
margin for error because they start 1-4. This is must win territory for them. So my expectations when I get the text, like, because I'm kind of paying attention, because again, I just assume they're going to win. But once Dylan Gabriel gets knocked out, it's like, okay, I'll see how my expectations were pretty low. We're really
Same.
low. It was going to need a Miles Garrett like 6 sacks, one of them be a forced fumble and pick it up and
Yeah.
return for a touchdown. Because at the end of the day, the Ravens DBs, I mean, they were just it was gonna be a tough spot for Shador. So I'm not gonna crush the kid in that situation. That's
Yeah.
at night, you're cold.
Yeah.
It's just now I do think I saw enough like just keep him in. Let's just see what he
Yep.
looks like next week. Give him a
Yep.
chance. What do you got? What do you got to lose? More games?
Yeah, I thought his final drive, spin move, then a throw in the next play to the end zone. I'm like, those are two big time plays. He can play.